Hi, friends. Good morning. I hope you're feeling fine. Good morning to all the girls. Hello. Hi, girls. Good morning. I hope you're feeling fine. Good morning to all the boys. Hi, boys. Good morning. I hope you're feeling fine. Good morning to all you Wiggleworms. Hello. Hello, friends.
I'm so glad that
You're all my friends. You bring me joy that never ends. I'm so happy to be your friend. Hello. Hi, guys. How is everybody today? I'm feeling really good today. I hope you guys are feeling good today too. I'm really excited to share some fun stories with you. It's yucky and rainy outside, but you know rain means spring, and always they say April showers bring May flowers, right? So we like to have the rain to bring in the flowers and all the good stuff that spring brings too. So, oh, I see Asher and B are watching. Hi, friends. Good morning. I'm so glad to see you. I've got some really fun stories to share with you that I thought would be great for spring today. So I hope you guys like them. Let's see, which one should we start with? I think we're going to start with Lola Plants a Garden. Lola is one of my favorite picture book characters. We've got another book about Lola called Lola at the Library. It's one of my favorites to read at the beginning of the school year so that kids can kind of see what we do at the library. All right, Lola Plants a Garden is written by Anna McQuinn and illustrated by Rosalind Beardshaw. I'll get that. All right. I hope you've all got your big listening ears on. I'm sure you guys are doing a great job. All right, here we go. Lola Plants a Garden. Here's our title page. And you can see there's Lola's gardening supplies and a little stick doll, it looks like. I've got some of those out in my garden. But they're flowers, not dolls. All right, here we go. Lola loves her book of garden poems. Her favorite poem is the one about Mary Mary. Lola wants to plant a garden. Mommy says there's room near the vegetables. How many of you have vegetable gardens? I've got a few vegetables in pots, but not gardens. I'm not great at vegetable gardens. Lola gets the books about gardens from the library. She chooses her favorite flowers from the books, and Mommy makes a list. They go to the garden store to buy seeds. There they are. Looks like some flower seeds, right? Lola and Mommy make the garden. The seed packets mark where the flowers are planted. Lola will have to wait a long time for them to grow. It does take a long time, doesn't it? Especially when you're planting from seeds. Lola makes her own flower book while she waits. Mommy types the Mary Mary poem, and Lola glues it in. Lola makes a string of bells. She finds shells and some old beads. She even makes a little Mary Mary. Oh, that's what that is. If you don't know the Mary Mary poem, it goes, Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockerel shells? Someone will have to look that up and let me know. And pretty maids all in a row. It's a great little poem. I used to know it by heart. I thought I would remember it right away. One day, Lola sees tiny green shoots. Can you see? Oh, they're popping up. She pulls up weeds so the shoots can grow. That's very important. Lola's flowers grow bigger and they open up to the sun. Wow, aren't they beautiful? And there's even a little butterfly right there. Oh, I love that. I love that. Daddy helps Lola hang her shiny bells. Lola finds Mary Mary a special spot. It's just perfect. Here's Mary Mary. Orla, Ben, and Ty are coming to see Lola's garden. Lola and Mommy make cupcakes. Lola wears her flower shirt, and Mommy helps Lola with her hair. They're having a garden party. Lola's friends love everything about her garden. They share crunchy peas and sweet strawberries that Mommy grew. Those are delicious. Then Lola makes up a story about Mary Mary. What kind of garden will Lola plant next? Lola, Lola, extraordinary, how does your garden grow? With flower seeds and shells and beads and happy friends all in a row. She made her own little Mary Mary poem. Oh, wasn't that sweet? Who feels like singing a song? I definitely feel like singing a song. I'm really feeling kind of, I don't know, happy today. Maybe if you're happy and you know it. I love this one.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap those
If you're
hands.
happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, peekaboo. If you're happy and you know it, peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
If you're happy and you know it, wiggle your ears. If you're happy and you know it, wiggle your ears. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, wiggle your ears. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray. Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray. Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray. Hooray!
Oh, that was so good. That was a great song. And of course, I always want to remember to tell everybody the songs that I use in story time are Songs for Wiggleworms. That's the album. And the artist is Old Town School of Folk Music. One of my favorite albums. I've been using it in story time for a few years now. And it's just a favorite. The kids like it. I love it. So I think it's a fun twist on some old classic songs. All right. So oftentimes in the spring, when we're out planting our gardens or maybe taking walks and splashing in some rain puddles, we can find nests. A lot of critters that lay eggs lay their eggs and make their nests in the springtime. This book was introduced to me by one of my storytime friends who really likes to read extra stories after story time and craft is done. She will, a lot of times she'll bring me a couple of books to read extra stories to her, and she brought me this one day, and I really, really like it. So I hope you guys will enjoy it too. It's called Whose Nest, illustrated by Guy Trofton. And this is a nonfiction story. All right. Ooh, have to be careful with this one. I weave my secret nest with bark from the honeysuckle tree. This oval hideaway keeps my babies warm. At night, I nibble sweet berries and gnaw on hazelnuts. Who am I? Whose nest is this, friends? I am a dormouse. I climb brambles and balance on branches. Soon I will take a long winter's nap. So the dormouse creates her nest in the fall. I build my sturdy nest with strong sticks and soft mosses. This huge home sways on the branches of the tallest trees, rocking my chicks to sleep. Who am I? Whose nest is this, friends? An eagle. Oh my, I am an eagle. I soar and swoop above the treetops and over the land. Each year I make my nest bigger. Look at that baby eaglet. They look so different when they're young, don't they? Eagle nests are very, very big. If you've ever seen one, they're really something neat to see. What's this? Is that a nest? It is. I haven't seen a nest like that. I form my nest with soft, sticky foam. It hangs on a log or a branch. This bubbly nest lets my tadpoles grow. Soon they will hatch and splash into the water. Who am I? Whose nest is this, friends? I think you know. I am a tree frog. That's right, you guys knew that one. I climb up tree trunks and perch on lofty boughs. At night, I look for insects to eat. Yum! Yummy bugs. I've eaten bugs before. I ate bugs at the library once as part of summer reading program, and they were delicious. I lay hundreds of eggs on colorful coral. This watery nest is hidden from harm, hungry hunters, and whooshing water. Who am I? Whose nest is this? A clownfish. I am a clownfish. I float through the tickly tentacles of an anemone. Swimming on the reef, we are safe. Who knows a famous clownfish named Nemo? Nemo and Marlin. I nestle into tall grass and cushion my nest with fluffy fur and cuddly leaves. This snuggly bed blankets my babies while I munch on sweet, crisp clovers. Who am I? Whose nest could this be? rabbit. I hop, hop, hop across soft, sun-soaked grass. If it rains, I nuzzle in a warm, dry burrow. Like today, the bunnies are probably all nuzzled into their burrows today. Whoop. Goodness, get it together, Miss Niki. I tunnel in the deep, dark earth to make my sheltered home. This den of waxy cups is built quietly beneath the bustling garden. Who am I? Whose nest is this, friends? I am a bumblebee. I buzz and bounce from flower to flower. When winter comes, I hide from the snow and cold. Bumblebees are great. There are lots of different kinds of bees, and all of them serve a really good purpose. We need our bees. I dig through dry, dusty dirt for the perfect place to lay my eggs. This hushed hole is cozy and moist. Here, my eggs will be snug until they hatch. Who am I? Whose nest is this, friends? I am a gecko. I slink and search for food beneath the stars. But when the sun shines, I will curl up to snooze. That means geckos are nocturnal. They like to do their hunting and they're living at night, and they sleep during the day. I tuck away my tiny nest. It is soft and made with moss and feathers. This little haven can barely be seen in a tree. Perfectly perched, it will not topple in the wind or a storm. Whose nest? That nest is pretty, isn't it? It's a hummingbird. I am a hummingbird. I swiftly sail, searching for sweet nectar to sip in the summer. I fly away when autumn chills the air. Oops. And that's the end of our nest story. There's some author's notes in the back. And when you bring your books home, you guys can read those author's notes in the back or have your grown-ups read them to you. They're a lot of fun. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? I feel like reading Grandpa Green. I'm going to have a little sip of my coffee. I hope all of you are enjoying this rainy day. I do hope that it stops raining a little bit, so maybe we can go outside and do some fun things. But of course, if you like to play in the rain's not going to stop you. I know some friends like to play in the rain. All right, Grandpa Green. So Grandpa Green is another one of my favorite stories. This one is written by Lane Smith. I have a granny, and I talk about her all the time. All my friends hear me talk about my granny. She lives in Illinois, and she loves to garden and plant things. And she's told me so many stories over our times together in the garden. She'll be 85 this year, and she still gardens. She still grows her own vegetables, and she's got a crop of trees that she's planted, fruit trees that she's taking care of. She's really a great lady. So make sure that you listen to your grandparents, because they got a lot of great stories to share with you guys, and they're really special. So Grandpa Green is written by Lane Smith. I think you guys are going to love this one. Excuse me. I think I might need another little sip here. All right. And this is a special copy of Grandpa Green. It has been autographed by the author. So we're always excited to get things like that at the library, because that means we can share them with people for a long time. All right, here we go. He was born a really long time ago. My friends, that is called a topiary. A topiary is a bush or plant that is grown and shaped to look like something unique. Most of the time you see topiaries that are shaped like animals. Ask your grown-up to look up some pictures and show you what they look like. Oh, there's going to be some in this book too. So, before computers or cell phones or television. That's just like my granny. She was born a long time ago before any of those things. He grew up on a farm with pigs and corn and carrots. That looks like a great big carrot, see? There's the carrot part. Imagine if it was orange. And there's the sprout, the tops of the carrots. This book is really fun to look at the pictures. I'm going to try to make sure you guys can see the pictures. And eggs. In 4th grade, he got chicken pox. Not from the chickens. You don't get chicken pox from chickens. That's so silly. He had to stay home from school, so he read stories about secret gardens and wizards and a little engine that could. I recognize these characters from The Wizard of Oz. Yeah. In middle school, he stole his first kiss. Oh my. After high school, his wish was to study horticulture. You can see growing plants. But he went to a world war instead. He met his future wife in a little cafe. When the war was over, they were married. It looks like a big cake. I love in this story how everything's made out of topiaries. It's my favorite part. They had many happy years together and never ever fought. Well, at least to hear him tell it. There's a heart representing their love. They had kids, way more grandkids, and a great-grandkid, me. Wow, look at all their family. He used to remember everything. And there's the boy. pretty old. And sometimes he forgets things, like his favorite floppy straw hat. Sometimes I forget things too. But the important stuff, there's Grandpa Green. But the important stuff,
Want some help?
there we go. He still remembers. All right, we're gonna start over here. There's his boyhood. And there he is getting older. Ooh, he's fighting a dragon. Oh, there's his wedding. Oh. The garden remembers for him. And there he is. Aww. I love that story. Grandpa Green is one of my favorite stories ever. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And make sure that you remember to spend time with your grandmas and your grandpas while they can still tell you stories, because they tell the best stories. Let's see here. I'm trying to decide which song we should do. I kind of want to do the Hokey Pokey. Do you guys feel like doing the Hokey Pokey? I think it might be kind of fun. All right, let me move my table here. Okay, everybody, get into position. Make sure you got plenty of space to do the Hokey Pokey. You guys ready? All right, right hand, left hand, right foot, left foot, belly button. We'll get to that.
Put your right hand in.
Your right hand out, your right hand in, and you shake it all about. You do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your left hand in, your left hand out, your left hand in, and you shake it all about. Do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
Put
Your
your right foot in.
right foot out, your right foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your left foot in, your left foot out, left foot in, and you shake it all about. Do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
Put your belly button in.
Your belly button out, belly button in, and you shake it all about. Do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
You put your
Head in, head out, head in, and you shake it all about. Do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
put your
Whole self in,
put your
whole self out. You put your whole self in and you shake it all about. Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Oh. You guys, that was really fun for me. Thank you for letting me do the hokey pokey with you. I had a lot of fun. But now, of course, I need a drink. Woo! Woo! I'm a little wore out. I have to tell you guys, I have a little helper today. My son Cooper helped me with Grandpa Green, holding up the books. Kind of helped me with my camera a little bit, even though, you know, the camera's not great. We do what we can do so we can be together, right? So, I'm always glad to have my own kiddos here watching my story times, but he would not do the hokey pokey with me. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? All right, guys. My last story today is called My Garden by Kevin Henkes. This is one of my favorite stories to read. Oh, excuse me. All right. My Garden. This is a really fun story about all the different things that a friend wants to plant in her garden. Look at that sweet little bunny. Looks like a chocolate bunny. I know, I could eat it up. My mother has a garden. I'm her helper. I water, I weed, and I chase away the rabbits so they don't eat all the lettuce. It's hard work, and my mother's garden is very nice. But if I had a garden, there would be no weeds, and the flowers would keep blooming and blooming and never die. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, in my garden, the flowers could change color just by my thinking about it. Pink, blue, green, purple, even patterns. What fun! Imagine if you could think your flowers to be a different color. You would change them every day. And if you picked a flower, another one would grow right back in its place. See at the top, she's going through, and then she picks the flowers, and then they're all grown back. That would be pretty neat. In my garden, the rabbits wouldn't eat the lettuce because the rabbits would be chocolate, and I would eat them. Mmm, yummy! I love chocolate bunnies. They're delicious. If I planted seashells, I'd grow seashells. This sounds like a magical garden. If I planted jelly beans, I'd grow a great big jelly bean bush. Yummy! I love jelly beans. All the jelly beans. Sometimes in my garden, good, unusual things would just pop up. Buttons and umbrellas and rusty old keys. Oh, little treasures. That would be neat. Sometimes you can find little treasures when you're digging in a garden. In my garden, there would be birds and butterflies by the hundreds, so that the air was humming with wings. I Wouldn't mind the butterflies in my garden, but I could do without the birds in my garden. My friends know Miss Niki's not crazy about birds. The tomatoes would be as big as beach balls, and the carrots would be invisible because I don't like carrots. That's funny. That is a great big tomato, isn't it? Juicy and delicious. At night, the morning glories would stay open, shining like stars, and the strawberries would glow like lanterns. Wow, that would be amazing. It's night now. Only the fireflies and the porch light are glowing. Before bed, I take one seashell from the shelf in my room and go to the garden. I poke the seashell into the ground. Who knows what might happen? I cover it up with dirt and pat down the dirt with my foot. "What are you doing?" asks my mother. "Oh, nothing," I say. "Just working in the garden." Look at that. The seashell has grown roots. Wouldn't that be neat? Oh, friends, I had such a great time with you today. Thank you so much for joining me for story time. I'm sorry I missed you for Monday night bedtime stories. I got so busy that I completely forgot. So I will be back tomorrow night for Thursday night bedtime stories, and I will be really excited to see you guys then. And then, of course, next Monday night, back for Monday night bedtime stories, and next Wednesday right here for story time again. Thank you guys for joining me. Have a great day. Bye.